You've felt it, haven't you? A fire stirring deep within your spirit. It's not random, it's divine activation. You, chosen one, have been selected for a purpose far greater than what the world has shown you. The tall man is coming, and what he carries with him isn't just a message, it's the awakening of your destiny. Right now, you may feel like everything around you is in chaos, but this moment, this is sacred. The presence of God is stirring, and His call is echoing in your heart. The world may feel loud and distracting, but trust me, you're not here by accident. You are exactly where you need to be. As you hear these words, know that they are not just mine. Heaven is speaking to you, and if you're still here, still listening, it's because you were meant to hear this. God's divine timing is at work in your life, and His presence is calling you to awaken. The tall man isn't just a figure, he is a symbol of strength rising over the fears that have tried to hold you back. What if I told you that the very breakthrough you've been praying for, the shift you've been waiting for, is closer than you think? You are not lost. This moment is not your ending, it is your beginning. So, I ask you, are you ready to step into what God is unfolding for you? I encourage you to comment 777 below if you're ready for this awakening. Let the world know you're aligned with this divine shift. Follow this channel, because the journey you're about to embark on is just beginning. And whether you choose to support through a super thanks or just your presence, I want to thank you for being here, for being part of this community. Remember, you are not alone in this process. This is a collective journey, a journey of spiritual growth, awakening, and transformation. And as you continue forward, ask yourself this: what is God calling you to let go of right now to make space for your purpose? Stay tuned, stay present, and let's dive deeper into the divine message awaiting you. God's chosen ones, the tall man is coming. Prepare for an awakening that will transform everything. The world may feel loud and distracting, but trust me, you're not here by accident. You are exactly where you need to be. As you hear these words, know that they are not just mine. Heaven is speaking to you, and if you're still here, still listening, it's because you were meant to hear this. God's divine timing is at work in your life, and His presence is calling you to awaken. The tall man isn't just a figure, he is a symbol. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1-5. This figure's path intersects with yours, not by chance or fate, but by divine orchestration. There is a stirring within your spirit right now. You feel it, don't you? That stirring is not your imagination, it is confirmation. You are in the process of meeting something, or rather someone, who has been a part of your story from the very beginning. This moment, this encounter, is not random. What you are about to hear is not simply for entertainment, it is for alignment. The message that is being shared with you today is one that transcends the noise of the world and speaks directly to your soul. The figure I am referring to does not arrive in the way you may have imagined. He does not come as the expected hero or savior in grandiose forms. Instead, he comes as the appointed, the one whose journey was laid out long before you even drew your first breath. No, the tall man's presence will be heavy with answers to the questions you've kept in silence, to the longings you've carried, to the uncertainties you've wrestled with. His shadow will stretch over your life, but not to darken it. Instead, His presence will bring light to the corners of your soul you didn't even know were missing. This moment has been sealed in time, written in the unseen, and marked for you. When He comes, your doubts will have no voice. His arrival is not just a coincidence, it is a sacred disruption, an awakening. You've asked in the quiet of your heart, when will things change? Will I ever know that I'm not forgotten? Will I see the sign I've been waiting for? Though the world around you has remained silent, heaven has been working. The silence of the world is not an indication of abandonment. In fact, his coming is the confirmation you've been waiting for. The tall man coming into your life is not just another person. He is a carrier of something you've been waiting for. Not something that can be held in your hands, but something that will resonate deeply within your heart. A truth that has been hidden, but now collides with your destiny. When he arrives, it won't be with loud fanfare or chaos. When your eyes meet his, you will experience recognition, not fear, not confusion, but recognition. A part of you that has been dormant, waiting for this very moment, will rise and take its rightful place. The missing chapter of your life will no longer be missing. You will feel it in your bones. The alignment you have been craving will finally click into place. But you must not let this moment pass you by. Some encounters come and go, like the wind, barely leaving a trace. But this is not one of them. This is a rare encounter, one that transforms everything it touches. This is the divine intervention you've been praying for, the answer to your deepest questions. The tall man, who carries something sacred, something powerful, is sent specifically for you, not because you are perfect, but because you have prepared. You've walked a difficult path. You've endured what others didn't see. His authority doesn't come in the form of titles or loud proclamations. It's found in truth. As Isaiah 42:3 says, "A bruised reed he will not break. His presence will not demand attention. He will not shout or cry out in the streets. He is not here to disrupt with force, but to awaken with peace." When this man enters your life, you will know. You will feel it deep within your spirit, long before your mind fully grasps what's happening. You've wrestled with silence, carried invisible burdens, and yet you are still standing, still open, still ready. As 2 Chronicles 16-9 tells us, "The eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to him." You, chosen one, are one of those hearts. And now, the divine is sending confirmation, not just to answer your questions, but to call you into the next chapter of your life. The tall man does not simply stand in height, but in meaning. The right question is, am I ready to receive what I've been praying for? This moment, right now, is your answer. The tall man is coming, and with him, everything you've been waiting for. Don't rush past this. Take a deep breath and let the truth settle into your spirit. Let it sink into your bones, into the very core of who you are. The tall man who is coming doesn't bring something you can touch in a physical sense, but something far more profound, a presence that will touch you, shape you, and realign your entire being. He doesn't come with gold or worldly riches, but with something that surpasses all of that. Clarity, insight, divine instruction, and a revelation that will unlock the next chapter of your life. Have you felt the anticipation building within you, like a stirring in your spirit, urging you to prepare for something greater? What if the thing you've been waiting for is not just outside you, but has always been inside, waiting for the right moment to emerge? This moment is not one of confusion. It's a moment of awakening. The tall man brings a key that unlocks the door to a new level of your life, one that has been hidden until now. This is not a coincidence. You are being prepared for something that was written long before you even knew it was coming. Jesus said in Luke 8:17, "For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open." This is that moment of revelation. The things that have been hidden from you, your true potential, your true purpose, your true power, are about to be revealed. The path you are about to walk was designed for you long before you could comprehend it. What hidden truths have you been waiting for to be revealed? What parts of your life have you kept in the dark? And now, are you ready to step into the light of understanding and clarity? So, what do you do now, in this moment of anticipation? You stay awake, not only spiritually, but also in your daily life. Begin each morning with intention, inviting divine guidance into your choices. Carve out time to listen in the stillness, because not every message will come with loud signs or booming declarations. Sometimes, the tall man arrives in a way you don't expect. Maybe it's through an opportunity that seems unlikely at first. Maybe it's through a person you wouldn't have thought would play a role in your journey. Perhaps it's through a situation that initially feels like disruption, but is, in reality, divine direction. The key is to watch for the signs, to stay alert, and to listen with an open heart. Have you been able to recognize the small signs in your life that point to something greater, or have you missed them in the rush of daily existence? What would happen if you gave more space to listen, to observe, and to trust the guidance you're receiving? One of the most important steps in preparing for this shift is to forgive. Forgive those who have hurt you, those who have wronged you, and those who have caused you pain. Forgiveness isn't about letting others off the hook. It's about releasing the weight you've been carrying. It's about freeing yourself so you can receive the new blessings that are coming your way. Release what you can't control. These are the things that will keep you from moving forward if you don't let them go. As Ephesians 4:31-32 says, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you." When you forgive, you are not only clearing the path for your own healing, but you are preparing your inner world for the external shift that is about to take place. And when the tall man enters your life, whether through a person, an opportunity, or a sudden revelation, you will not be confused. You will know. The timing will be perfect. The weight of your former season will begin to lift, and you will step into a new era of clarity and purpose. Have you allowed yourself to fully forgive those who have hurt you, or are you holding on to past pain that may prevent you from receiving your divine breakthrough? This is not just a turning point in your life, it is an ordained moment. It's a time that no man, no fear, and no failure can cancel. The plans that God has for you are sealed. As Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." You were not forgotten. You were not overlooked. Every moment, every trial, every silence you've endured was part of your preparation. And now, the one who has been sent is on his way. Stay open, stay alert, stay faithful, because what is coming toward you isn't just tall, it is towering in purpose, strength, and promise. When it arrives, nothing in your life will look the same again. The world around you will change, and you will rise to meet it. This moment, this divine unveiling, is not random. It's the answer to prayers you've forgotten you prayed, to questions you whispered in the dark, and to hopes you buried beneath disappointment. Even now, the atmosphere is shifting, not in nature, but in spirit. Can you feel it? That strange trembling within your heart? It is heaven stirring the air around you, preparing you for the great transformation that is on the way. This is not just a video, this is an appointment with destiny. His presence, this divine presence, is proof that God heard you, even when all you heard was silence. Something monumental is on its way to you, and when it arrives, you will look back on this moment with tears in your eyes and clarity in your heart. You will say, "That's why I couldn't look away. This is the moment I've been waiting for." The air around you is shifting, and this is the moment to pay attention. The tall man is approaching, and with him, everything will change. Are you ready to receive what has been prepared for you since the foundations of time? If there's even a flicker of yes in your soul, then stay. Don't dismiss it as coincidence. Don't brush off the pull you feel deep within you right now. This is not a fleeting feeling, it's the divine preparing you for what's coming next. You may not yet fully understand the magnitude of the shift, but make no mistake, God is at work. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. The tall man is not a random occurrence. He is a sign, a living confirmation of the transformation you've been waiting for. He is not coming to fill space. He is coming to rearrange it. When he enters the scene, the atmosphere will change, not because of who he is, but because of what he carries, the divine energy that accompanies him. Have you noticed the shift in your spirit recently? Is it strange knowing that something is happening, something is changing in your favor? That's not fantasy or imagination, it's God's whisper growing louder, turning into a roar. This stirring in your soul, that feeling of tension as you wait for something, the return of forgotten dreams, it's all connected. The tall man has been assigned, and his story is linked to yours, even though your paths haven't crossed yet. You may not have met him physically, but spiritually, your lives have already aligned. Have you felt that subtle tug in your heart? That sensation that something is about to shift, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is? What if this moment of waiting, this time of uncertainty, is the very space where your next level of transformation begins? The tall man, whose arrival you've been sensing for so long, carries keys that unlock doors that have been shut for far too long. These aren't ordinary keys. They are divine solutions, tailored to your journey, shaped by the very experiences you've endured. These keys will open doors to healing, clarity, and new opportunities. As it is written in Matthew 7:7, "Ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you." You've asked, you've sought, and now the doors are opening. The tall man's presence is a divine answer, not just to your prayers, but to your purpose. His height is not just physical, it is symbolic, a metaphor for the role he plays in your life. He stands tall, not only in body, but in purpose, promise, and presence. His arrival signifies that what God has in store for you is greater than anything that has been withheld. The tall man will remind you that your journey has always been leading to this point. He is a walking reminder that God has not forgotten you, and that everything you've walked through up until now has been preparation, not punishment. Are you ready to embrace this divine presence? What if the tall man doesn't come to rescue you, but to remind you of the strength and purpose you've always carried inside of you? His role is not to solve all your problems, but to confirm what God has been speaking into your life for so long. When he enters your life, your spirit will respond before your mind can fully comprehend what's happening. This is not just a physical meeting. This is a divine collision, a pivotal moment that will answer questions you didn't even know how to ask. His presence will unlock gifts that have been dormant for years: vision, strength, boldness. These aren't gifts from him, but from the God who sent him. As James 1:5 tells us, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him." The wisdom you seek, the insight you need, it's coming to you now, through divine intervention. So, what should you do now, in the midst of this waiting? Begin living as though the answer is already in motion. Wake up with expectation, not anxiety. Start each day with a heart full of hope, speaking blessings over your day before you even check your phone. Every task you begin, do it with the mindset that something good is unfolding behind the scenes. If there are things in your life that no longer align with the future you're stepping into, let them go, release them. Distance yourself from voices and influences that shrink your faith and make room for the new. Have you been holding on to things that no longer serve your purpose? What would it feel like to release the old and make space for the new, trusting that something divine is on its way? You are being prepared for the arrival of something monumental. It may be an encounter, an opportunity, or a revelation. Whatever form it takes, the tall man is bringing it. But to fully receive it, you must prepare. Physically and spiritually, make space for this divine arrival. Clean your space, organize your environment, make room in your heart for what is coming. As Psalm 27:14 says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong, and take heart, and wait for the Lord." But this waiting is not passive. It is an active, courageous waiting, a waiting filled with faith and expectation. This moment is not just a passing phase. It is an appointed time, a time that cannot be cancelled by fear, failure, or doubt. Your journey has always been part of God's plan, and now the tall man is coming to show you that. He is not here to give you purpose, because you already have it. His purpose is to illuminate what has always been inside you, to unlock the gifts and strengths that have been dormant, waiting for the right moment to be activated. Do you feel ready to fully embrace the divine purpose that has been within you all along? What if the waiting, the struggle, and the silence were all part of your preparation for this very moment? The tall man is not coming to define you. He is coming because you already have a divine identity. His presence will not only answer the why behind your struggles, but it will also reveal the when behind your waiting and the who behind the silence. You've been asking God why things haven't moved forward yet, but remember, God was never delaying you. He was preparing you. And now the signal has been sent. The divine timing is aligning, and everything before this moment will seem like a prelude to what's coming next. So do not scroll, do not turn away, stay here. Because in this very moment, heaven is drawing a line in your timeline. Everything before this word will be different than everything after it. The tall man is approaching, and when he arrives, nothing in your life will remain the same. Are you ready to receive what has been prepared for you? If there is even a flicker of a yes in your spirit, then stay, because the shift you've been waiting for is coming, and when it does, everything will change. Your prayers have been heard, your heart has been seen, and your next chapter is already on its way. The tall man is not just coming, he is almost here. When he arrives, the world around you will not just notice him, they will see what God has always seen in you, the potential you may not have fully recognized yet. You stand in the sacred space between what was and what is being birthed. In this liminal space, heaven is speaking clearly, though not loudly. It's in the stillness, the quiet moments of your life, that God is aligning everything you need for the breakthrough that is about to unfold. This encounter, the one you've been sensing, is not random, it is divine alignment. The tall man who is approaching is carrying more than just his presence. He carries prophecy, and it is prophecy meant for you. Have you ever felt that sense of knowing, even in the midst of silence? That feeling deep in your soul that something is about to change, even though you haven't seen the evidence yet. How often do you trust that inner knowing, especially when it's not yet visible to the world around you? The tall man does not come to fill space. He comes to bring clarity, the kind of clarity that floods confusion with peace, turns delay into divine precision, and aligns your path with divine purpose. He doesn't walk empty-handed. He carries wisdom, wisdom that will unlock doors you thought were permanently shut. The moment you're in right now may feel quiet on the surface, but spiritually, the atmosphere is shifting. You've felt it, haven't you? That subtle stirring in your chest, that sense that something is heading your way, though your eyes have yet to see it. That's not a coincidence, that's spiritual preparation. God is moving unseen threads into place, crafting a breakthrough that your heart has been crying out for. As Habakkuk 2-3 says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, though it tarries, wait for it. It will surely come, it will not delay." The waiting has not been punishment, it has been preparation. The reason for the wait is that what is coming is far too sacred to arrive in a distracted heart. God's timing has been at work, and everything you've experienced, the delays, the struggles, the unanswered prayers, have all been part of your spiritual preparation. What parts of your journey have you considered as setbacks or delays, but now can see they were simply steps toward what's next? How might your waiting be the very space God needed to refine your spirit, to deepen your faith, and to prepare you for the divine encounter that is coming? As you wait for this divine encounter, don't just stand still. Move in faith, live with purpose. Wake up each day with a spirit of gratitude before your feet even touch the ground. Speak blessings over your day, set your intentions, and invite divine guidance into your choices. Choose one act each day to align your walk with the Spirit. Whether it's forgiving a grudge that's weighed too heavily on your heart, speaking life into someone who's lost hope, or boldly praying for breakthroughs in your life or your loved ones, take action in faith. As Romans 4:21 reminds us, being fully persuaded that God had power to do what he had promised. This is the posture you must carry as you wait, a posture of belief, fully persuaded that God is able to do what he has promised. When doubt clouds your clarity, take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself of God's faithfulness. Your doubts do not have the final say. As you step forward, know that the tall man is not only a symbol of someone coming into your life, but also a reflection of the strength that is rising within you. This strength is not from yourself, it is divine. It is the strength to walk in a new posture, to stand in a new way, one that is aligned with your true purpose. You are being prepared to carry something you once only dreamed of holding. This is a new season, and God is shaping you to step into your divine calling. As James 2:17 says, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. Your faith requires action. You must move, speak, and live as one who believes that everything you've been waiting for is already in motion. Do you feel the call to step into a new posture, one of greater strength and purpose? How can you begin today to live with the full assurance that the promise you've been waiting for is unfolding? Every step you take in faith will move heaven to act on your behalf. Heaven moves with you, and with each moment, you are getting closer to the arrival of the tall man and the divine shift he brings. His presence will not only transform your life, it will answer questions that have lingered in your heart for a long time. The tall man carries a word for you, a release that will open a door in your destiny and set your path in motion. His steps are not random, they have been ordered. As Proverbs 3:6 says, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. God has been directing his steps toward you, and when he arrives, you will recognize the alignment, the divine timing that has been in motion all along. When the tall man comes, he will not walk past you. He will walk toward you, carrying what is meant for you. He is not just a person entering your life. He is a manifestation of what has been ordained. His arrival will not be about his physical stature, but about the significance of his presence in your life. This is not about meeting someone. It's about meeting your moment. The tall man represents the timing of God, precision, and promises fulfilled. This is not a coincidence, it's divine orchestration. Can you sense the spiritual timing of this moment in your life? Have you been paying attention to how everything has aligned to bring you here, to this exact point where the tall man will soon arrive? The tall man will remind you that the long night is over. The season of waiting, of uncertainty, and of unanswered prayers is ending. What was hidden is about to be revealed. When this unfolds, you will understand why God had you wait. You will see that every moment of your journey was part of the preparation for this divine collision. And when the tall man's presence enters your life, everything will change. It will be impossible to ignore. You will look back at this moment and understand, this was the appointed time. This is not a dream. This is real. Something enormous is coming into view. Stay alert, stay open. The tall man is near, and when he arrives, it will be a divine unveiling. And when the tall man arrives, he will not ask for permission to bless you. He will come because it was always meant to be. His presence will not be delayed, nor will it be denied. It is a divine intervention that cannot be contained. So, hold fast to your faith. Keep your eyes open, your heart guarded from distraction, and above all, pay attention to the signs around you, because the tall man's shadow is already stretching toward your story. His presence is preparing to enter your life in a way that cannot be ignored, for what he carries has your name written upon it. It's not just a blessing, it's a divine moment, orchestrated with precision for you. Have you ever felt like a moment was coming, like everything in your life was building up to a divine encounter? What if the very thing you've been waiting for, the breakthrough you've hoped for, is just about to arrive, and it will change everything you thought you knew? The tall man carries something more than just physical presence. He walks with authority, with a weight of purpose that is impossible to miss. He carries a word, a divine message that will not only answer your silent questions, but will also rewrite the direction of your life. As Isaiah 55:11 says, "So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it." The tall man's arrival is not an accident. His presence is a confirmation that heaven has been aligning the pieces of your life for this very moment. This moment is sacred, and the answer you've been seeking is approaching at the exact right time. And so, as you wait, hold steadfast. The tall man is coming with something that will touch every corner of your life, from your deepest prayers to the quiet moments of your soul. His arrival will be undeniable. Everything that seemed uncertain, all the unanswered prayers, the seasons of silence, are about to make sense. In those moments of silence, when you felt like God was distant, He was preparing the ground for what is coming. The tall man's approach is the manifestation of heaven's timing. You were seen the entire time. Do you feel like the waiting has been long, like you've been forgotten in the silence? What if the silence you felt is merely the space God needed to prepare the breakthrough you've been praying for? This divine encounter is not random. It is designed, appointed, and written into your story long before you were aware of it. The tall man comes not just as a figure, but as a symbol of the strength you have yet to realize, of the promises that are being fulfilled. His height is not just physical, it is a reflection of the significance of the moment. The very presence he brings is a sign that you are about to step into the fullness of your purpose. When the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary in Luke 1:28, he didn't greet her with fear or dread, but with a revelation. "Greetings, you who are highly favored. The Lord is with you." She was going about her life, unaware that favor was about to enter her world. And so too, you may be going about your life, unaware that the tall man is about to arrive. But when he does, it won't be a random meeting. It will be a divine alignment that touches the deepest parts of your spirit, answering questions you didn't know how to ask. You won't be caught off guard. You'll recognize him because his arrival will resonate with your soul. His timing will be impeccable, like the answer to a prayer that has been whispered in silence for far too long. What if, like Mary, your life is about to be touched by favor in a way you didn't expect? Are you ready for a divine encounter that will change everything? This moment, this encounter, is not just about meeting someone, it is about meeting your destiny. The tall man carries more than just answers. He carries alignment, clarity, and the unlocking of your next chapter. He is not here to change your purpose. He is here to bring it into full view. He is carrying a seed, a blueprint, a gift that is uniquely yours, and it is finally being delivered to you at the appointed time. As Galatians 4:4 says, "But when the time had fully come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law." God's timing is always perfect, and the tall man's arrival is no different. He brings with him something sacred, something that will open doors you thought were sealed shut forever. What if the season of waiting, the moments of silence, and the unanswered prayers were all part of God's perfect timing? How would you live your life differently if you truly believed that everything was aligning for you in divine order? Every tear you shed in private, every moment of confusion and silence was not in vain. The tall man's arrival is proof that your journey has been leading to this divine moment. The weight you've been carrying, the struggles that seemed unbearable, were never meant to defeat you. They were meant to prepare you for what is coming. His steps are deliberate, and his presence is meant to meet you where you are, to remind you that everything you've been through was not the end of your story. It was preparation for this breakthrough. As Psalm 31:15 says, "My times are in your hands." God has been holding every moment of your life in his hands, and now his perfect timing is unfolding before you. Can you trust that the delays, the struggles, and the seasons of waiting were part of a greater plan? Are you ready to receive the breakthrough that has been prepared for you all along? The tall man does not walk past you. he walks toward you. Every step he takes is a confirmation of God's faithfulness and precision. He carries with him a message, a revelation, a gift that will open doors in your destiny and redirect your path. His arrival will shift the atmosphere in your life, and when it happens, it will be undeniable. You will recognize it in your spirit before you see it with your eyes. His presence will resonate with your soul because it has been divinely orchestrated. Heaven has been moving behind the scenes to make this moment happen, and now it is unfolding. This is not a coincidence. It is heaven's timing, and it's perfectly aligned with your journey. What God has for you is greater than what you could ever imagine. The tall man's arrival is not just a meeting. It is a divine moment that will forever change your life. The promises spoken over you, the ones that seem delayed and out of reach, are now on the edge of fulfillment. This moment is not just another chapter in your story, it's the moment that will rewrite everything you thought you knew. And as the tall man approaches, you must not miss it. He is the answer to prayers you didn't even know how to phrase. He carries confirmation for the things your spirit could only groan about in the quiet hours, the desires you couldn't express but deeply felt. When your eyes meet his, it will feel less like meeting someone new and more like stepping into a chapter of your life that was written long before you ever felt worthy of turning the page. How many nights have you spent lying awake, asking, "God, when will I see what you promised me? Why does it feel like my season is stuck, like this waiting room is my final destination?" The truth is that the tall man is heaven's reply to those silent, lingering questions. His presence confirms that the silence you've been experiencing wasn't empty, it was sacred. It was a space where heaven has been working behind the veil, aligning everything for this very moment. The waiting wasn't punishment, it was preparation. God was preparing you to recognize this divine encounter, and now the time has come. When the tall man arrives, he is not here to rescue you, he is here to reveal. He brings light into the places you thought would remain dark forever. He carries a revelation that will break the silence and open your eyes to the truth you've been longing for. Right now, something deep inside of you is already sensing it. You feel the stir, the divine movement. This is not just emotional hype or imagination. This is a spiritual summons, a divine unfolding. And what the tall man carries isn't just words. He carries weight that breaks chains, shifts atmospheres, and realigns destinies. What if, just like Mary when the angel Gabriel appeared to her, the favor you've been waiting for is already on its way? How would you live your life differently if you truly believed that the answers you've been seeking are about to be revealed in a way that will leave you in awe? When he steps into your life, it won't feel like meeting someone new. It will feel like remembering something ancient, something holy. The moment he arrives will be undeniable because everything around you will begin to make sense. The seasons of silence, the heartbreak, the waiting, it will all transform into wisdom. All of it, every part of your journey, was leading you to this moment. This moment is not random, it's the manifestation of everything you've been waiting for. As Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." The tall man's arrival is heaven's declaration that the time has come, that the promises God made to you are about to be fulfilled. The weight of those promises, the heaviness you felt in your heart, is about to shift. It's all about to come to fruition. Do you believe that your waiting, your struggles, and the seasons of silence were all part of a larger divine plan? What if, all along, these moments were preparing your heart for the breakthrough that is about to unfold? The tall man comes with a purpose far beyond your comprehension. He brings not only answers, but alignment. He carries a seed, a blueprint designed specifically for your destiny, and now it's being delivered. The moment he arrives, everything around you will rearrange. What if, just like Mary when the angel Gabriel appeared to her, the favor you've been waiting for is already on its way? How would you live your life differently if you truly believed that the answers you've been seeking are about to be revealed in a way that will leave you in awe? When he steps into your life, it won't feel like meeting someone new. It will feel like remembering something ancient, something holy. The moment he arrives will be undeniable, because everything around you will begin to make sense. The seasons of silence, the heartbreak, the waiting, it will all transform into wisdom. All of it, every part of your journey, was leading you to this moment. This moment is not random, it's the manifestation of everything you've been waiting for. As Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." It won't feel like a random connection. It will feel like recognition, like something inside of you that has been dormant is waking up. He carries the keys that will unlock doors you thought were sealed shut forever, and as he enters your life, the atmosphere will shift. You may have wondered if God had forgotten about you, if the silence you've been experiencing meant you were overlooked. But this moment, the tall man's arrival, is proof that heaven has been working behind the scenes all along. His arrival will open a door to a new chapter of your life, a chapter that's been waiting for you to step into. Every tear you've shed, every time you felt abandoned or misunderstood, all of it was leading to this moment. Your story is about to take a turn, and it will be a turn that leads to breakthrough, to revelation, to destiny. And when the tall man steps into your life, it will feel like something that has been missing is finally being placed back where it belongs. Can you imagine how different your life will be when the answers to your prayers finally unfold? What will it feel like when the dreams, the promises, and the hope you've carried for so long are no longer distant but right in front of you? This moment is sacred. The tall man is not just coming to bring something into your life, he is coming because what he carries has always been meant for you. Have you ever wondered why the timing of your life didn't match your expectations? What if God's delays are really his divine preparations, making sure everything is aligned perfectly before you step into the fullness of your purpose? The tall man does not come to distract you, but to activate what's been dormant within you. He is not here to fix what's broken, but to release what's been hidden. His presence is the evidence that the waiting season is coming to an end, and that the unveiling has begun. The fog that has clouded your vision will lift, and everything that once seemed out of reach will finally fall into place. Heaven's timing is perfect, and the tall man's arrival is the culmination of every prayer, every struggle, every silent season you've endured. It's the final piece of the puzzle. The tall man is not far off. His approach is not slow. This is divine orchestration, a moment in time where everything you've been waiting for is coming together. The tall man, with everything he carries, is about to step into your life. And when he does, everything will change. A knowing so deep that words won't be able to explain it, but your spirit will say, "This is what I was being prepared for." You'll feel it, a profound certainty that you've been set up for this exact moment in time. The tall man, who is drawing near, is carrying the missing piece of your puzzle, the one that makes the rest of your life's picture finally come together. This is the piece that connects your past to your present, the one that will launch you into your future. And this moment is not just an ordinary encounter, it's a divine alignment, a destiny being fulfilled. The question is, are you ready to receive it? How many times have you looked back on your life and wondered how the pieces would ever fall into place? What if the very missing piece you've been seeking is closer than you realize, already in motion, about to step into your life? Are you prepared to receive it, even when it feels like it's just out of reach? In your daily life, don't just listen to the whisper of your spirit, respond to it. Your actions must align with your expectations. Wake each morning with purpose, knowing that each day is preparing you for what's ahead. Begin your day not with the noise of the world, but with stillness before God. Ask, "Lord, what do you want me to notice today?" In this time of preparation, practice discipline, not to earn the blessing, but to be ready for when it arrives. Declutter your life, both physically and emotionally. Make room for silence, release resentment, pursue forgiveness, even when it's hard. When you speak to others, look them in the eye, blessing even those who misunderstand you. These may seem like small acts, but they are the markers of your readiness. In Matthew 7:7, ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. You are being called to ask, to seek, and to knock. These are not just actions, but a reflection of the readiness of your heart. The tall man is coming, and when he does, distractions must not steal the moment. A knowing so deep that words won't be able to explain it, but your spirit will say, "This is what I was being prepared for." You'll feel it, a profound certainty that you've been set up for this exact moment in time. The tall man, who is drawing near, is carrying the missing piece of your puzzle, the one that makes the rest of your life's picture finally come together. This is the piece that connects your past to your present, the one that will launch you into your future. What distractions are keeping you from being fully present in the divine preparation happening in your life right now? How would your life look if you lived each moment with the expectation that what you've been waiting for is about to manifest? This is your preparation season, but it's almost over. The sound of the tall man's footsteps is getting louder now. You may not see him yet, but your spirit is already sensing the shift. The atmosphere around you is subtly changing, and it's not just your imagination, it's alignment. It's heaven making moves behind the scenes, setting things in place for your next chapter. His arrival will be proof that all those silent nights, the moments you spent in stillness, were not wasted. Remember, God's silence isn't absence. It's the space where He's been working, setting the stage for your breakthrough. As Psalm 31:15 says, "My times are in your hands." The timing of your life is not random. The tall man's arrival is evidence that all the prayers you thought went unanswered have actually been stored up for this appointed hour. He doesn't just bring understanding, He brings peace, the kind of peace that passes all understanding and settles deep within your soul. Have you ever felt like your waiting was wasted time? What if the silence you've experienced was God's way of preparing your heart to receive something far greater than you could have imagined? This isn't just about a person entering your life. This is a new chapter being written, one that you couldn't have penned on your own. This is a chapter of fulfillment, a chapter of answers, and a chapter of transformation. When the tall man steps into your life, it won't just be a moment of meeting someone new. It will be a moment of remembering a recognition of the purpose that has always been within you, waiting to be unlocked. And the unlocking doesn't just bring understanding, it brings alignment. Your spirit is being prepared for what is about to unfold, even now. The tall man carries more than just a message. He carries a weight that will break chains, shift atmospheres, and realign destinies. This is not just a meeting. This is divine synchronization. Every step he takes is a step that has been measured, planned, and ordered by God. His presence is not random. His timing is not slow. He's walking toward you with the certainty of heaven's command. Have you been feeling the weight of anticipation growing within you, even as you can't see exactly what's coming? What if you've been waiting for something more significant than you realized, something that will forever alter your path? This is the turning point. The tall man's approach is not just symbolic, it's prophetic. His presence is not a sign of something small, it's a signal of something enormous, something destined to touch your life in a way that you cannot ignore. The arrival of this moment, when everything aligns perfectly, will change the course of your life. The promises you thought were delayed were only waiting for the right moment. The prayers that seemed unanswered were actually being stored, prepared for this appointed time. The tall man's footsteps have not been falling randomly. They have been in sync with heaven's timing, leading him closer to you, step by step. The waiting season you've been in wasn't about delay, it was about divine calibration. If he had arrived earlier, you might not have been ready. If the revelation had come before your character was refined, you might have missed the significance of this moment. But now, your spirit is in position. The soil of your heart is fertile for the seed he carries. As Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." The timing is perfect, and the tall man's approach is the evidence that heaven has not forgotten you. His arrival is the fulfillment of promises, the confirmation that God has been moving on your behalf all along. When he steps into your life, it will feel like the culmination of everything you've been waiting for. Can you trust that the timing of this moment is perfect? What if everything that has happened so far, every waiting season, every closed door, was part of the divine preparation for what's coming now? The tall man is not simply coming to meet you, he is coming because this moment was written into the fabric of your destiny long before you even knew it. His presence is a holy unveiling, and it will change everything. You will no longer need to wonder if you've been forgotten or left behind. His arrival will be proof that everything in your life has been aligning for this exact moment. Hold fast. Do not let restlessness or distractions pull you away from what is about to unfold. This moment is not for your entertainment, it is for your elevation. Heaven is calling you into a new chapter, one that will be marked by breakthrough, revelation, and divine alignment. Imagine for a moment a road, long, quiet, and sacred. It stretches ahead of you like a path that knows your name, and on this road, a figure moves toward you. He is tall, not just in stature, but in significance. His pace is deliberate, unhurried, with the confidence of someone who is sent on a mission, not someone who is searching. He knows where he's going, and his arrival is not a random coincidence, but a moment destined to unfold. The earth beneath his feet does not resist him. His arrival will be proof that everything in your life has been aligning for this exact moment. Hold fast. Do not let restlessness or distractions pull you away from what is about to unfold. This moment is not for your entertainment, it is for your elevation. Heaven is calling you into a new chapter, one that will be marked by breakthrough, revelation, and divine alignment. What if, like this road, your life has been leading up to this moment, and the tall man's arrival is the final piece you've been waiting for? How do you prepare for a moment like this, when everything you've been waiting for begins to align? If you allow your attention to wander, even for a moment, you might miss a piece of the revelation that brings the full picture into view. The tall man does not come as a stranger. He walks like someone who has always known you in spirit. His very presence feels like a homecoming, like a long-lost friend returning after years apart. He carries something on your behalf, not because you asked for it, but because he was sent. His height overshadows the doubts that once loomed large in your mind, and in his presence you will find that those doubts no longer have power over you. As it is written in Isaiah 55:8-9, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." The tall man's presence is a direct manifestation of those higher ways. He brings clarity, insight, and understanding that go beyond human comprehension. He answers the lies that told you you'd been forgotten. He addresses the wounds that whispered you were too broken to be used, too late to be called. No, beloved, he comes as evidence that you were never lost in the silence. You were never forgotten. Your story was always being written. Do you find yourself still holding on to the belief that your journey has been lost in silence? What if your quiet seasons were actually filled with divine preparation, setting you up for a breakthrough that's about to arrive? The tall man is not simply arriving as an individual, he is revealing something sacred. He is the living response to the waiting, the silence, the nights when your only prayer was a sigh. When he arrives, it won't feel foreign. It will feel like remembering something ancient, something holy. Deep within, you will feel a knowing rise, an understanding that comes not from your mind, but from your spirit. It will feel like coming home to a truth that's been waiting for you to catch up. It's like puzzle pieces finally finding their place. This knowing, this inner confirmation, is not a coincidence. It's the response of your spirit to a divine truth that has been there all along, waiting to be unveiled. As Romans 8:16 says, "The Spirit himself testifies with our spirit that we are God's children." The tall man carries more than words, he carries keys, keys not of metal, but keys of meaning. He is bringing the turning point, the answer, the insight that you didn't even know how to request. And what he holds belongs to no one else. It is tailored to your journey, your calling, your scars, and your resilience. What if you've been carrying the burden of waiting, believing that your prayers went unanswered, when in reality, God was preparing you for this exact moment? What if the keys you've been longing for have always been right in front of you, just waiting to be unlocked? When he arrives, a chapter ends not in sadness, but in completion. And a new chapter begins, infused with clarity, direction, and the revelation you've been seeking. You will look back on this moment and say, "That was the hour heaven began to speak louder than my fears." The tall man doesn't come to distract, to entertain, or to comfort temporarily. He comes to affirm your direction, to give you the clarity you've been craving. His presence will anchor you in a new season of purpose, where everything you've been waiting for will unfold with divine timing and grace. Luke 12:35-36 reminds us, "Be dressed ready for service, and keep your lamps burning, like servants waiting for their master to return." You are being called to stay vigilant, to remain present in the moment, because the tall man's arrival is a holy moment that will shift everything. It's a moment charged with significance, and the only way to fully receive it is to remain awake and aware. What does it look like to be ready for divine moments? How can you ensure that you are spiritually awake and prepared for what God has in store for you? This is a time of preparation, but it is almost over. The tall man's footsteps are drawing near. You may not see him yet with your physical eyes, but your spirit already feels the shift. The atmosphere is changing. The sound of his steps grows louder, and though you may not fully understand how everything will unfold, you can feel the alignment happening. This is divine synchronization, a moment that has been moving toward you long before you had the words to ask for it. Psalm 31:15 reminds us, "My times are in your hands." Trust that heaven has been orchestrating every moment, every delay, every season of waiting to bring you to this exact moment. The tall man's arrival is not merely a coincidence. It's a moment charged with significance, and the only way to fully receive it is to remain awake and aware. What does it look like to be ready for divine moments? How can you ensure that you are spiritually awake and prepared for what God has in store for you? This is a time of preparation, but it is almost over. The tall man's footsteps are drawing near. You may not see him yet with your physical eyes, but your spirit already feels the shift. The atmosphere is changing. What if everything you've been through, the silence, the waiting, the doubts, was all part of God's preparation to position you for this moment? How would you live differently if you truly believed that you are about to step into the fulfillment of every promise God has made over your life? When the tall man steps into your life, it will feel like recognition. It will feel like the confirmation you've been waiting for, the answer to prayers you've forgotten you prayed. His arrival will signal that everything has been leading to this moment, this divine unveiling of the life God has always had in mind for you. The tall man's arrival is near. His footsteps are not random. They are divinely orchestrated to meet you exactly where you are, and when he arrives, everything will change. The moment you've been waiting for is not far off, and you, beloved, are the one chosen to witness it first. Heaven sees your open hands, your tender heart, your willingness to trust again. You have laid down your doubts, your fears, and your burdens, and in this quiet surrender, heaven has taken notice. And now, as you remain present in this sacred moment, the tall man walks forward, one step at a time, drawing nearer to you. His presence is not merely a passing figure, but a clear sign of the transition that is taking place within your life. It is the moment when the waiting turns into walking, when wondering gives way to knowing. This transition is not just for the moment, it is for the entirety of your life. Beloved, stay in this moment. Let nothing distract you. The next breath you take, the next heartbeat, may be the one that ushers in the revelation you've been waiting for your entire life. It may seem subtle at first, but this is the time when everything aligns. Your heart, your soul, your spirit, Everything is being prepared for what comes next. Can you sense the shift in your spirit, even if your eyes have yet to fully see it? What if this moment is the culmination of everything you've been waiting for? Now, chosen one, let this moment settle deeply into your spirit. Everything you have heard up until now was not merely spoken, it was sent. The message of the tall man is not just a revelation to stir your emotions, but a divine alignment meant to awaken the purpose that has been sleeping inside of you. It is an awakening that is not only meant to inspire, but to propel you into a new reality, into a new level of understanding and purpose. What began as a whisper of possibility has now become the movement of heaven, carefully timed and powerfully orchestrated. The tall man, this figure you've been sensing, is not a fantasy nor a distant hope. He is the visible unfolding of the unseen promises that have long hovered over your life. He represents everything God has been building toward in your waiting. He carries clarity after confusion, direction after detour, peace after restlessness. In Isaiah 55:9, it says, "As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." The tall man's arrival is not just the fulfillment of promises, but the revelation of heaven's higher ways. You are about to witness a divine breakthrough that will bring clarity to every moment of confusion you've faced. The real miracle isn't just that he is coming. The real miracle is that you are ready. You are no longer wandering in circles of doubt. You have been prepared by every trial you didn't think you'd survive. Every tear you've shed has watered the soil of your breakthrough. Every moment of silence, every closed door, has been heaven preparing the stage for this moment. Do you see how every difficulty, every delay, was not wasted? What if each painful step you took was actually preparing you to recognize the blessing that's about to unfold? And now, the next chapter of your life stands ready to open. But here's the key. Revelation is not just about receiving, it's also about responding. This is your hour to align your daily life with the magnitude of what has been revealed. You have prayed for a breakthrough, and now it is time to respond with action. Start your mornings in stillness, even just 5 minutes before the noise of the day rushes in. Practice discernment with your time. If it doesn't grow you or glorify God, release it. Speak words that bless, build, and bring light. In 1 Corinthians 10:31, "So, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God." In every aspect of your life, let your actions reflect the alignment of your heart with God's purpose for you. Let every decision, every word, be a response to the divine invitation you've received. What in your life do you need to release in order to make space for what God is about to reveal? Are you ready to align your daily life with the magnitude of the breakthrough you've been waiting for? Clear out the clutter in your physical space. It's often a mirror of the spiritual space God wants to fill. Pay attention to divine interruptions, the person who crosses your path, the opportunity that feels too aligned to be a chance. The moment of discomfort is really an invitation to grow. These are the footsteps of the tall man echoing in your everyday life. Remember, the greatest moves of God don't always enter with thunder. Sometimes they arrive as a steady walk, a deep knowing, or a peace that cannot be explained. So, be ready, be awake, and be available. The presence you've been sensing, the shift you've been praying for, the answer your soul has waited in silence to receive. It's not just approaching, it's already here. And when it reaches you, you will not just recognize it, you will rise with it. In Matthew 7:7, "Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you." You have been knocking for so long, and now the door is about to open. The tall man's arrival is not a coincidence. It is the answer to the prayers that have been stored up for such a time as this. He is not simply arriving to meet you. He is coming because what he carries is meant for you. Not because of his stature, but because of the God who sent him. You will rise. And from that moment forward, you will never again wonder if heaven heard you, because the answer is walking toward you, and soon it will walk with you. This is not just a conclusion. It is a sacred seal, a moment where heaven meets earth, and your soul is invited to receive what has been spoken over it since before time began. As we close, take a deep breath and prepare your heart. This is not the end, but the beginning. This is the moment of divine connection, where everything you've experienced has led you to this sacred threshold. And as we pray together, let every word settle like rain over dry ground, awakening what once felt forgotten. Heavenly Father, we come before you in awe and reverence. We recognize that the tall man you have sent is more than a figure walking into our lives. He is a symbol, a carrier of purpose, alignment, and revelation, a living manifestation of your faithfulness. His arrival is not about him, it is about the fulfillment of everything you whispered into our spirits during the dark nights, the nights when all we could do was trust and wait. And now, as he draws closer, we open our hearts wide, we lay down our fears, our doubts, our need to understand every detail. We release our timelines, knowing that your timing is always perfect. You are never late, you are always right on time, and we surrender to your divine rhythm. Like Esther, we declare with boldness and purpose that we were born for such a time as this. Just as she rose to her calling, we rise now to ours, prepared and ready to fulfill our destiny. And, like Samuel, we say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." We are listening, Father, ready to hear and respond to your voice with open hearts. Father, we repent for the times we doubted. We ask forgiveness for the moments we scrolled away from your voice, distracted by the noise of the world. Forgive us for the days when we allowed discouragement to speak louder than your promises, when we allowed frustration to cloud our vision. Forgive us for labeling the waiting as punishment when it was preparation. Cleanse our hearts from every distraction, every lingering fear that has kept us from seeing you move. Make us vessels that can carry what you are about to release. Mold our spirits to be open and receptive to the profound work you are doing in us. God, let this be the hour we rise, the moment the fog lifts, and we finally see what you have always seen in us. May we recognize the tall man not just as a person, but as a divine sign, a testament to your faithfulness, a sign that you have been moving all along, even when we couldn't see it. Lord, prepare our eyes to see, our ears to hear, and our spirits to discern. Let nothing blind us to the opportunities you are sending. If you are sending an opportunity, let us receive it with courage. If you are sending corrections, let us receive it with humility. If you are sending a new assignment, let us receive it with obedience and trust, knowing that you are always good and always just. You are the God who parts seas, who speaks through burning bushes, who meets us in wildernesses and whispers in caves. You are the God who never stops pursuing, never stops preparing, and never stops pouring out your blessing. As we stand here, ready and waiting, we ask for your continued guidance, your perfect peace, and your unwavering presence to surround us. Father, as the tall man steps closer, gives us the boldness not to retreat but to respond. Empower us with the faith to open the door when destiny knocks. Give us the strength to step through when you say, "Now." We trust that when you speak, heaven moves and everything changes. We trust that the keys he carries will unlock what has long been shut. We trust that the words he speaks will silence every lie of the enemy, every fear, and every doubt. Let the clarity he brings crush confusion underfoot. Let it settle in our hearts and give us the ability to walk forward with confidence, knowing that you are with us, leading us every step of the way. Above all, let this not be the beginning of just a fleeting moment, but of a holy habitation. May this be the start of a life-shifting movement, one that transforms us from the inside out. We seal this prayer in the name of Jesus, the name above every name, the one who opens doors no man can shut, the one who speaks and galaxies respond, the one who walks beside us, ahead of us, and within us. Amen. As we come to the end of this powerful message, I want to leave you with a few words to reflect on. The tall man we've spoken about is not just a figure in a story. He represents a divine presence, a sign of everything that's been promised to you. The waiting, the silence, the seasons of uncertainty, none of it was wasted. It was all part of a grand, beautiful design that God has been orchestrating behind the scenes. His arrival is not a random event. It is a manifestation of divine timing and purpose in your life. You are not just witnessing a shift, you are being prepared for it. Every challenge, every tear, every quiet moment has been building up to this exact moment, your moment. The tall man's presence marks the beginning of something new, something sacred. It's a sign that what you've been waiting for is drawing near. Your breakthrough is not just possible, it is imminent. You are being aligned with a purpose so much greater than you've imagined. The next chapter of your life is waiting for you, and you are ready to step into it. So, I encourage you today to stay focused, to stay awake, and to stay ready. Don't let distractions pull you away from the significance of this moment. Every step you take, every decision you make, is preparing you for the arrival of your destiny. If you've felt stirred by this message, if something inside you has awakened, that's the work of the divine, calling you forward. If you haven't already, I invite you to like this video, share it with those who may need to hear these words, and leave a comment below. Let us know how this message has impacted you, and share your own journey with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It means the world to us to know you're part of this community. We are on this journey together, and your presence here makes it all the more meaningful. Whether or not you've chosen to support this channel through Super Thanks, I want to express my deepest gratitude. Your time, your energy, and your attention are gifts that we do not take for granted. Thank you for being here, for being open, and for allowing this message to reach your heart. As you step into the next chapter of your life, I pray that you will be filled with peace, clarity, and divine strength. May your heart remain open to receive all that God has prepared for you. May you rise with purpose and confidence, knowing that the tall man who approaches is not just a figure, but a sign of heaven's movement in your life. Blessings to you all, and may your path be lit with divine guidance as you walk forward.